I was on probation for a long time, 6 years specifically. Got into some trouble. I was doing pretty good actually on the probation, and then figured I'd reward myself. So I went to another city, figured, nobody knows me here. Got into a little bit of trouble. They were going to revoke and re-grant my probation. Well, at the time, the state was actually planning on just sending me to prison. So yeah, I was looking at some serious time. Of course, I was worried about the money part of it. Also worried about, I've had previous lawyers that I felt didn't represent me correctly or didn't really care too much about my personal situation. Then of course, I had fears of losing the case. Once I, met Mark and everybody, then I had already had 3 kids by then. So just losing my family in general. And then like I said, the money aspect of things, worried about how I was gonna pay, how, those type of things, really affect people in my situation. Most lawyers, if you don't have the money, they don't care.
People share a very common emotion when they call my office for the first time, and that's stress and fear. And the reason is the nature of criminal law. When folks are charged with a crime, many times they don't know how the system works. A lot of times, first time they've ever been in trouble, and the unknown is stressful in any environment. What I do in my practice is I'm able to provide answers to the unknown so that they know exactly how the system works and exactly what our goals are. And then we chart a path forward to accomplish those big strategic goals for every one of our clients.
He got me revoked and re-granted, and no jail time, so I was able to keep my job, able to stay with my family. And then also, he found a discrepancy in my case and found out that they gave me an illegal plea deal. So they originally given me a 5-year deferred sentence, and because I messed it up, they were gonna essentially throw the book at me. Mark found that discrepancy in the case and realized that they had only supposed to give me a 4-year deferred sentence. So I got the felony portion thrown out. It's great.
Choosing a criminal defense attorney may be the biggest decision in someone's life. And the reason for that is the stakes are always so high in criminal defense. Now, obviously, I handle traffic cases. Well, losing someone's license could be a big deal for that person. But I also handle homicide cases. And losing a homicide case is going to put you in prison for probably the rest of your life. What you want to do is you want to find someone who is as experienced and has the most expertise. It's kind of like having an umpire in a baseball game. If I'm a batter, I want to know what the strike zone is. What we're able to tell our clients is this is my track record with this district attorney. There is no substitute in the field of criminal law with the experience that your trial attorney brings to your case. And that's what I would warn my clients about. Whether it's me or someone else, you need someone who's been doing this for a while, because if you don't, you may end up paying the price for it.
Well, for one, it was also really personal. I really love that about it. When I met Mark, I had talked to a couple other lawyers previous to that before even making the phone call, and never talked to them. Always talked to an assistant. Never one time talked to the attorney himself until it came to court. But yeah, it was real personal with Mark. Really liked that, from the time I was able to go into his office, talk to me real nice, treated me like a person, not like a criminal. So that was wonderful. And then being able to talk face to face with Mark and sit down with him and go over a game plan, go over what everything he had planned for us and what the angles he wanted to take approaching the situation.
What I tell my clients is that our pledge to you is that we will never be outperformed and we will never be outworked.